channel. Today I'm gonna fake a couple of fucking illnesses so that you guys subscribe to my fucking channel. Is that what it's gonna take? Is it gonna take me? Subscribe!
Gonna be the ruler of this industry. All of that cap shit ain't it for me, cause I got no Glocks laying on my hip, but your bitch on her knees and she's sucking.
Chat, I really need to freshen up. My hair's looking greasy as fuck. So I'm gonna go take a shower real quick. You wanna join me? You wanna? Let's do some YouTube magic to after I freshen up. All right. Okay. What the fuck? Anyways, let's get started with the video. Today we're going to be talking about Gypsy Rose. Before we get into all that drama and all of the horrible events that took place with Gypsy Rose and her mother, I want to talk about something called Munchausen syndrome. Munchausen syndrome is when someone tries to get attention or sympathy by faking or even exaggerating an illness. Also, this is not something that you find in every other person, you know? It's rare. According to the National Institute of Health, Munchausen syndrome is found in less than 1% of people that are tested. There are around 7 in 100,000 people with Munchausen syndrome. Now I want to talk about another thing that has to do with Munchausen syndrome, which is Munchausen by proxy. Munchausen by proxy is the exact same thing as Munchausen syndrome, except instead of doing things to yourself, you do it to other people, like your kid. For example, Gypsy suffered from Munchausen by proxy at the hands of her very own mother and her mother's boyfriend. What the fuck? The Blanchards lived in Springfield, Missouri, where they were known all over because of the serious illnesses that their daughter Gypsy had. All of these illnesses ranged from vision and hearing impairment to brain damage and muscular dystrophy.
It was a facade that translated online. Donations pouring in for Gypsy's reported muscular dystrophy and leukemia.
The Blanchards moved to a town called Aurora, just outside of Springfield, Missouri, and they immediately fell in love with the town. And guess what? The town fell in love with them.
It didn't take a lot to convince Dee Dee and her daughter Gypsy Rose to make a new home in Aurora. They already knew it was meant to be.
It is the perfect town, the perfect place.
There was lots of support from the community around them. I mean, donations were made, fucking fundraisers. They even got a house owned by the St. John's Hospital.
After arranging a helicopter ride from Louisiana to St. John's Hospital, the process began to find them a permanent home. It turns out St. John's already owned this house, and with the help of local donations, it was turned into a home.
I think that's just kind of what we're all about. You know, we're all about doing what we can to help people that are in bad situations.
He gave a list of all of Gypsy's illnesses to doctors, which, let's get right into it. Epilepsy, vision impaired, hearing impaired, GI reflux, quadriplegia, muscular dystrophy, anemia, hyperventilation, asthma, allergies, mild mental retardation. I might suffer from that, but just tiniest little bit. Leukemia, incontinence, lung disease, heart murmur. Why did she misspell like all of them? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I think Dee Dee got mental retardation. States that her mother also made her use a CPAP machine, which she hated because it made her breathing worse.
The breathing machine every night. I hated it though because it seemed to make my breathing worse, not better.
Dee Dee went as far as lying to Gypsy about how old she was. Her father even called her on her 18th birthday to wish her a happy birthday. You know, you're 18 years old. I gotta wish you a big old happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I called her for her 18th birthday, and Dee Dee said, "Don't tell her she's 18, you know." I'm like, "What you mean don't tell her she's 18? She knows she's 18. It's her 18th birthday." But she don't know she's 18. She's, you know. I thought it was weird, you know. I always did know that she told me her mental capacity was, you know, like 5 years behind. You know, when she was like 15, she was like, "Oh yeah, you know, her learning is coming along," but she's like, you know, mentally at like a 9 or 10-year-old.
Gypsy's birth certificate was supposedly washed away during the events of Hurricane Katrina. All of these lies almost came crashing down in 2009. According to an article from 2015 in Springfield Newsletter, an anonymous caller called the authorities with concerns that Gypsy was not sick and that she might be in danger. The person who called the authorities in 2009 told the deputies he or she had checked on Gypsy and could not find any symptoms that would support what Dee Dee alleges to be wrong with her daughter. The caller told deputies that Gypsy had inconsistent birth dates and lacked medical diagnosis. The caller wanted Gypsy checked on to make sure she was not an endangered runaway or missing juvenile, according to the report. Dee Dee told deputies that she was divorced and she had changed her daughter's information so that her ex-husband would not be able to find them. Dee Dee told the deputy she was afraid of her ex-husband. The article also goes over an incident which took place in 2010, where Dee Dee assaulted a pizza delivery driver because he couldn't accept her gift certificate. A report from August 2010 says that Dee Dee grabbed the Domino's pizza delivery driver by the collar after the driver refused to accept a gift certificate from an out-of-state franchise. Gypsy, with the help of her online boyfriend, put an end to all of this by murdering her mom.
Nicholas Godejohn was someone that Gypsy Blanchard met online. They began a online dating relationship. During the text, the two discussed Nicholas killing Claudine.
After Gypsy and her online boyfriend Nicholas murdered her mom, they went on to post on Facebook. This is some pretty disturbing shit, I'm not gonna lie. These posts did cause alarm to some neighbors, which called in a wellness check to make sure that, you know, the family was okay. And this is where deputies found... Yeah, you know what they found. They found Dee Dee's body, bro. Dee Dee's body. Finally, all the lies are done. The deceit. It's over. It's all over. When they entered the house and checked it, they couldn't believe how many medications there were. There were just an overwhelming amount of medications. The police had Gypsy and Nicholas finally in custody. They put them both in separate interviewing rooms and interviewed them. When the police interviewed Gypsy, she kept on lying, just spewing dog shit out of her mouth, saying that she didn't do it, she had no part in the murder. And she continues to lie to her father on a call that was made from the police station.
Did you kill your mom?
No, sir.
Did you help
No, sir.
Nicholas kill your mom?
No, sir.
Did you have knowledge that Nicholas was going to kill your mom before he did it?
No, sir.
Daddy, I understand that we haven't had a chance to get close in a long time, probably my whole life.
I have a lot of questions, obviously. You know, I'm confused.
The stuff they say in the news is horrible and not true. You know that I love my mama, and you know that I would never hurt her. Just know that I'm innocent and know that I'm still your little girl.
When Nicholas is interviewed, he throw that bit under the bus. No hezzy, just threw that bit under the bus. Tells investigators how she told him that they should kill the mom. Well, what the fuck is actually this video? Jesus Christ. Stated that he stabbed Dee Dee randomly, but he knows that he stabbed her 4 times. You know, it's not like they're going to do an autopsy in which they found, 14 stab wounds. It says that she yelled for help and that she called for Gypsy, but Gypsy didn't do jack diggity shit. Gypsy, according to Nicholas, was hiding in the bathroom while all of this took place.
Do you think that if Gypsy hadn't asked you to kill her mom, you'd ever killed her mom?
I know I wouldn't have done it.
Okay. You just did it because you loved Gypsy and Gypsy asked you to do it.
Yes.
Is that what I'm thinking? Okay. You know how many times you stabbed her?
4.
You stabbed her 4?
Yeah, 4 times.
Did you scream or holler or?
Yes, she did.
What was she saying?
First she said help, and then she didn't recognize who I was. And she
Okay.
said, who are you? And then
She said, who are you?
yeah.
Okay. And she didn't recognize who you are. And she says help. And then what does she say?
And then she called up for Gypsy, but Gypsy didn't do anything.
After all of this, Gypsy was only sentenced to 10 years in prison and up for a retrial in 8 years in prison. After 8 years in prison, then in 2018, we got a trial. We got a trial where we got even more info on the sick and twisted events that took place in 2015. Apparently, the initial post where he says, "Oh, I fucked that bit. Made it seem like Nicholas posted that, but actually Gypsy says that it was her who did it. This trial resulted in Nicholas receiving life in prison. Now, to be honest, I mean, Nicholas is on his way to becoming Saint Nicholas. Not gonna lie. Gypsy was released December 28th of 2023, and the first thing that she decided to do was to make a fucking dog shit reality TV show.